Hi guys, and welcome to Warrior Tech. Thanks for everyone who has subscribed. If you happen to subscribe, go to sidebar and subscribe, or down below leave a comment if you think there's anything I've missed out in this video. By the Xbox that's in front of you, I'm going to be talking about the Xbox. Now, unlike everyone else's reviews, I am not going to be comparing it to the PS3. That'll be for another video. I'm just gonna say exactly what this is, as if it was any other product. Like if I was doing this tripod or something else, I'm not comparing it to another product. I'm just saying the good and bad things about it. Now, as you can see, it's a limited edition Gears of War 3 Xbox 360. Now, the review on this implies the sort of the elite Xboxes. I haven't played any of the old Xboxes, so if you're going to buy some of the lower grade consoles, this review might not be relevant, because obviously different system, different CPU, cooling and all that's different, because this is obviously the elite version, which is the highest you can get. So first of all, I'm going to talk about is the size. Now, it's fairly small, it's fairly lightweight. Nice. Gears of War, just plain Gears of War, not Gears of War 3, Gears of War 2. I think that makes it better, because if they released a follow game, the Xbox would still fit with the game. When you've got like Gears of War 3 and you're playing, say, the next one, which would be Gears of War 4, it wouldn't really fit in, because you'd know it was an old Xbox. But you can't tell because it just says Gears of War. But just a little thing, but I quite like it. Now, the number one thing is overheating. Xboxes have been known to have heating problems. The heatsink was held on with little springs which weren't holding them on the right tension on the CPU. So after a while, them springs getting hot with the CPU would lose their stretch, and of course it would move the heatsink away from the CPU and the CPU paste. So what's happening is that's why they were overheating. A friend of mine done his, opened it up, actually refitted, put new, I forgot what he did now, but he screwed it down basically and put some new paste on it, cleared the old one off, which wasn't up to scratch, and it's been fine ever since. And he's got an original Xbox, so I can't say what's inside the new one. I haven't really researched what's actually inside, how it's assembled, but I do know that this has an upgraded heat sensor on it as well, and you can tell by the bottom of the box there's a little number, and you can put that in and it will tell you exactly what sensors in the box in your Xbox. But as this is limited edition, it's got a 320GB hard drive, if I can find it. It's on the underside. There we go. So there's the hard drive, if I pull that out. Right, yeah. What's that one say? 360GB hard drive. Oh, 320, sorry. So that's the largest one they do, I believe, for the limited edition consoles. Now, when you turn it on, and the disc tray opens, which I'll show you in a bit, it makes a noise, it makes the Gears of War sound. The normal Elite Xbox won't do that noise, it would just be the normal noise. It's two controllers. The controllers are nice. They're quite lightweight. These new ones have the rolling D-pad, I think it's called, which is the upgraded controllers. So these are the new style controllers. I don't know whether they've released any more than that. And then I've got a battery charging pack, which I do recommend if you're going to buy an Xbox, because the battery pack, when you just got two batteries in it, they will suck battery really easy, and you'll find that you'll get halfway through a game or online and then all of a sudden and it'll die, and if the battery gets low they tend to lose connection, so you'll end up and then all of a sudden it'll lose connection because the power is getting low in them. So they will suck battery, so I recommend getting a charging rack. Now the format that they use is CD-ROM, which is a CD-ROM drive, unlike other consoles, which is Blu-ray. Now the actual disc holds a lot less information, so certain games like Mass Effect, that game has 2 discs, which can be a pain sometimes because to go on a certain part of the map or do a certain mission you have to switch to the second disc. Multiplayer as well, you have to put in the multiplayer disc to access the multiplayer bit on it. So overall it can be a bit of a pain, but games like Gears of War, there's lots of games which are single disc. There's not many that are sort of 2 disc. Forza, that's a 2 disc, but 1 disc gets burnt to your hard drive. And that's another point as well, which is brilliant about the Xbox. You can save the games to your hard drive. So, but you still need the disc. You can't obviously get rid of the disc and still have the game. But if you save it to your hard drive, you do not use a CD drive, which is here, which means it uses less power, creates less heat, which means you're going to be able to play your Xbox longer. So, plus I've got a 320GB hard drive, so I've got plenty of room to store all my games. So there's sort of the rough overview of the Xbox 360. On the back we've got plenty of USB ports. You've also got 2 in the front for old style for the controllers, which I really like the USB ports in this. I found them really handy when you've got multiple charging racks or certain add-ons and stuff like that you can actually plug your USB in. You can plug your iPod into here. We've got Ethernet cable, we got the AUX, the UX cable, you got the AV cable, which is standard. Now the AV cable you'll probably get on most HD tellies a sort of like unsharp picture. It'll be slightly unsharp and you will notice it, and some words you might not be able to read because the actual cable, AV cable, isn't up to scratch. So you can pick up a gold plated HDMI cable for £2, put that in, and it is full 1080p. The graphics aren't as good as other consoles or like a high spec gaming computer, but it does suffice for the job, and the graphics are reasonably good. They are quite good. They're not like perfect, but they are good. Then we got another port, got no idea what that is, and then we got the power cable, which is a really nice power cable. I'll show you that in a minute. They've got a nice length of cord on that, so you've got plenty of room. Big power box on it, so which does tend to get a little bit hot. So I wouldn't stuff it in somewhere or pull it behind books or something like that. I'd leave it out in the open because it does tend to get a little bit hot after a couple of hours gameplay. But there's a brief overview of the Xbox games and the Xbox console. Also, you have to make sure that you, if you want to play online, you do have to pay live, but the online is really good. You've got lots of customizability or whatever you call it. You've got plenty of that on there. You can talk to your friends while you're in different games, have party chats, invite people, really easy. The user interface is really good. You've got Facebook, you've got YouTube, which is really easy to use. Loads of other apps, you've got movies. They get the Xbox show, which is really cool because you can actually go on your Xbox and see what new games are coming out. You can just go on there and they'll be releasing a new game or a help for a game. Someone's asked a question and they're helping you with it. Like Skyrim, it was telling you what the best weapon to get is and when to get it. And they are really good value for money, because you pay your live, which is like £30 a year, £33 for me, something like that, for an entire year, and you get all these optional extras, and it beats free internet and all these other online players for just ridiculous. Like for WoW is £10 a month, so just under £10 a month. So you think 3 months of WoW pays for a year live subscription. So this is the setup. I've got an Xbox controller charging rack, table, Down here is the big power supply that I told you about. So it's quite a hefty lump, but does the job. Rubber feet on it, so it won't mark any surfaces. And then there's the 3 cables in the back. Very simple, very easy setup. And there's the front of it, illuminated. So now you can probably hear in the background, but I'm going to talk a bit more about the Xbox, and you can watch a bit of Mass Effect. So here it is. Sorry for the bad quality. All I can do is just focus the camera on the screen. I don't actually have anything that could record yet that can record the screen. But see, that's quite handy actually, because now that's telling me that my mate is actually come online, which pops up at the bottom of the screen, which is very handy, unlike the PS3 for say. So here's the menu. So you got your Xbox Home, your friends, you got your achievements, which is quite handy, because if you get an achievement halfway through a game, you can actually go into it and get, like my latest achievement is Halo Reach completed on Legendary. So alone, which was quite a feat actually, and it's really cool, really cool. I think everyone should play it on Legendary. It's not so hard. I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay. So now the Xbox is priced, my one cost me £350 with Gears of War and 2 controllers. I then spent more money on other games which you could have probably got, yeah, you could have probably got a lot cheaper from other places, because I bought Space Marine when it was first released, and that cost me quite a bit. So see, value point, because I've now gone to fight the Geth, it's saying please insert disc 2. So you open up your disc tray, if you can still hear me. So I don't know what the audio is like on this camera. Put in your disc 2, which has the data for that part of the map on it, and it'll take a few seconds. There we go. So there's Normandy, the new Normandy, the Cerberus version, but just Alliance colours, for anyone who has played Mass Effect before. Which I haven't. I haven't played any of the previous Mass Effects.
We're approaching the quarry and home system. ETA to Rannoch, 5 minutes.
What have you got from the convoys?
Pretty much a big old shitstorm, Commander.
I have detected several hundred unique ship signatures engaged in active combat.
Yeah, like I said.
Take us in, Joker.
Stealth drive engaged. Only way they'll detect us is if you all start singing the Russian national anthem.
Ah yes, this is really cool shit. Geth Dreadnought.
My cyber warfare suite has accessed the docking protocols.
Super hot robot woman.
Alright, once we're aboard, we find whatever's broadcasting the Reaper signal and shut it down. Tally's our expert on Geth software. She'll be handling hacking and security.
Your expertise with the Geth is a welcome addition, Tally.
Indeed. So, a body?
It has proven useful. I hope it doesn't cause you concern.
Not unless you go crazy and decide to overthrow the humans.
If I decide to overthrow the humans, you will be the first to know.
Shepard, there's a problem. All tubes except one are physically secured.
I see the free one. Where's torn up though?
Too risky for the whole team. I'll secure the docking area. Everyone else can follow me over.
Roger that, Commander. We'll just stay here.
Was that Edie's voice just
Quietly.
talking through the comm
Hang tight. It'll just
when
be a
she's
minute.
standing right next to them? Huh, that was a bit weird. I didn't think that scene out. Now, as you probably can't do it justice, but this is the graphics on an Xbox. Pretty good graphics. There's not really much that goes on in this bit actually. I probably could have saved it
No
for
wonder
a better
Quarries
mission.
are having trouble. That ship is enormous.
It is 30% larger than an Alliance dreadnought.
Tally, you're gonna like the view.
Better than a vid.
And why do they always bomb the dark side of the planet? They always attack that area first, just so you can see the explosions a bit more better. But this is a recon armor, recon knight I think it's called, which you actually get with a leaflet inside the box. So, which is pretty cool actually, and the weapon I'm using as well is pretty cool.
How are you doing, Shepard?
The lack of gravity is a little disorienting.
The dreadnought has artificial gravity. You should be okay once you're on board.
Till then, I'll make do with mag boots.
Hey, take your time, Commander. We're fine until they, look out a window.
Against ships don't have windows. They rely on thermal scans for close-range detection.
I'm immune to your facts and logic.
So I think I might as well just shut up and let you enjoy a bit of Mass Effect.
Looks like the rest of the team isn't using the docking tube.
So I'm guessing you'd rather not solo the dreadnought.
Not if I can help it. Ask Tally to get on the dreadnought schematics. If she can point me at another docking tube, I'll override the controls and let the boarding party on. I've got gravity again.
Great. I'm looking for... Got it. There should be a hull breach not far from your position. The nearest undamaged docking tube is on the other side.
Think I found that hull breach you mentioned.
Admiral Carroll tried a frontal assault. We lost 6 frigates. That tiny hole was the only damage we did.
I wouldn't call it tiny. Not the way you'd have done it?
No, not that I have much say in the matter. I'm not even part of the fleet anymore.
What about the other admirals?
Zen backed the invasion, largely as a chance to test her toys. Ron gave provisional support. Admiral Torres was full of points against the war, and he was right. We could lose the whole fleet, Shepard.
Not if I have anything to say about it. I found another airlock. I think we're good to go.
Great. If you override the controls, we'll be right there.
Got it. You're clear to board.
Thank you, Shepard. I will try to find a more convenient docking point next time.
Next time.
Here, let me see if I can get this open. In the meantime, take a look at this. There, it's open. We're clear to go.
Looks impressive.
It's Admiral Zen's design. It transmits an energy pulse on contact that disrupts shields and synthetics.
That'll be handy.
That is much like you.
So where are we headed?
We're looking for an operations center. I can disable the Reaper command signal from there.
Where's the closest one?
Past their defense network and through a sensor cluster.